Hey everybody, Playtendoguy here, and I'm back with another video. The postman's been and bought me a massive parcel from Indicator. Yes, the Indicator sales in full swing, and they've got some really good deals. So I've got quite a few pickups to show you in this video, so without further ado, let's get into it. Yeah, Indicator's a recent new label that I've only really got into probably about 6 months ago when they last had their sale. I did pick up a few items there and I've been really impressed with their stuff. And last Friday they started off the sale. Most of the normal standard releases are only like 3 for 15, and limited edition ones, which have a booklet in it, quite a substantial booklet, are like $5.99, and there's a few other ones and some box sets there. So there was a lot of good stuff on sale, and it's arguably better than the Arrow sale and way better than the previous sale. So yeah, I have a big package here for Mrs. Indicator titles. There's 10 titles here, so without further ado, let's get into it. One thing I love about Indicator is that they always package up their items superbly. So yeah, I've undone it. So yeah, as I thought, there's quite a lot of wrap and paper and packaging in there protecting all the films. So give us a sec and I'll get all the stuff out and show you it bit by bit. So yeah, all the bubble wraps out, and now we've got like these massive airbags. There's quite a few of these ones here. There's some more and some more. So we got some free air with our films, so that's always good. First up is we have a pamphlet from Indicator. Unfortunately, we didn't get no postcards this time. Last sale I got a load of free postcards because I spent a certain amount of money. They were really nice and showcased like up and coming releases. We still haven't had Dracula yet, which is a shame. But we have this nice bit of artwork here. I think that may be Lee Van Cleef in one of these Western films, but they show you the limited edition ones and standard editions. Some of these limited edition ones are like very, very hard to get now because they sell out quite quickly. With the limited edition ones, they come in like Criterion style cases with quite a thick, hefty booklet in them, more so than what you get with the Arrow ones. And then the standard editions just come in normal Blu-ray clear cases, similar to like what you get with Arrow, and you just get the disc in there. But they're cool as well, and when they're on the offer like what they were for like 3 for 15 quid, they're very good. And then you've got some collector's editions there. I do have Corruption there, but I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard that's really good. So yeah, that's a nice little pamphlet from Indicator. Right, first title is Charles Bronson, Jill Ireland and Robert Duvall in Breakout. Yes, this is another Charles Bronson action film, also starring his wife Jill Ireland. I really do like Charles Bronson. He's a great actor. Very much like the 70s Liam Neeson, shall I say. He did a lot of these action films. Ever since Death Wish, that's all he seemed to do, like through the 70s and 80s. And I think the 90s as well. But yeah, looking forward to watching this one. This one's 97 minutes. I'm pretty certain Robert Duvall. Which one's that? Is that the guy from Falling Down? I think it might be. But yeah, you do get loads of special features there. The only real problem I do have with Indicator is they never really give you a full description of the film. So unless you know what you're looking for and seen the trailer or the description online, you're going to go in blind. But yeah, that is Charles Bronson in Breakout. Next up is another Charles Bronson film, and this is also a Michael Winner film, who also directed Death Wish, and he also did the original, is it The Mechanic? Yes, I watched The Mechanic this year and thought it was a pretty good film. So yeah, this one is Charles Bronson in The Stone Killer. This cop plays dirty, so don't really know too much about it, but it's like a detective drama thing. It's probably Charles Bronson's version of Dirty Harry, maybe, I'm not sure. But take away his badge and he'll top the top 10 most wanted list. That's what it says on the back. I'm going to gather it's probably a quote from the film, but yeah, I'm very happy to have this in the collection. I do like Charles Bronson films. There was 2 other ones they did, like a Western one and another like a detective one, but I didn't pick them up because they were limited edition ones and they were a little bit pricier at £9 a title, but these were like £5 each, so that's not too bad. So yeah. Next up is another limited edition, well, no, standard edition release, this time of a John Carpenter film. I have seen this one before many years ago on the Horror Channel, and I actually really didn't mind it. Starring James Wood from Videodrome, it's John Carpenter's Vampires. Probably one of John Carpenter's final decent films. This was before the awful Ghosts of Mars. Yeah, I had a fun time with this one. There's some really cool action sequences in this. I think James Wood is like fantastic in this film. So I'm looking forward to rewatching it, and this is a perfect film to watch over the Halloween period. So yeah, we do get some interviews there, some commentaries, and a new and improved transfer and sound. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's John Carpenter's Vampires. Continuing on, we have another John Carpenter film. No, it isn't Ghost of Mars. It is a film that I have been wanting to see for a little while. She is a real killer. It's Christine. Yes, it's about this killer car. I don't really know too much about it. It has been on TV before, and I may have caught a couple of glimpses of it, but I don't really know too much about it. I think it is based on a Stephen King book, so that'll be cool to watch. But yeah, John Carpenter. This is early 80s, I think, so it should be a good time. Again, loads of special features on there as well. So yeah, that's Christine. Next up is a film starring Spencer Tracy, Katharine Hepburn, and Sidney Poitier in Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. I did watch To Serve With Love last time when I picked it up from the indicator cell and really enjoyed it. Sidney Poitier was absolutely fantastic in it. He really stole the show, should I say. And I also picked up In the Heat of the Night around about the same time and watched that and thought his performance was brilliant. He really had a great screen presence. So this was another title of his on the indicator label, so I thought I'd pick it up. So basically the story of this one goes is that a young girl brings home Sidney Poitier, and the parents don't really approve, shall we say. Haven't seen it, but I've heard it's a very good film, and I'm looking forward to watching it. It is directed by Stanley Kramer as well, so yeah. I'm pretty certain this won loads of awards as well, so yeah. That's Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. It's a film by Paul Schrader starring Richard Pryor, Harvey Keitel, and Yaphet Kotto. I'm pretty certain Yaphet was in Live and Let Die. He was the main villain. But yeah, I have seen a few people pick this one up. And this basically just follows a load of workers who work in a car factory, and they're just fed up with the low pay and not being treated very well, and they want a little bit extra. So I think they tried to do a heist or something, or try to get their own back on the boss to try and get a little bit extra money. I've heard it's a very good thriller, and I'm looking forward to watching it. So that is Blue Collar. Yeah, I see the inlay has actually slipped out there, so I'll have to undo it in a bit and pop it back in. But yeah, looking forward to watching Blue Collar. It is a film by Brian De Palma. Do you like to watch? Depends what it is. And that's Body Double. You can't believe everything you see. Don't really know too much about this one, but it's a Brian De Palma film and he's made some fantastic films. I've still got to see Blowout yet, and I've heard Body Double is another very good De Palma thriller. So again, really looking forward to watching this one. You do get loads of special features this one, and it's actually a 4K restoration, so that's awesome. Came out in 1984 and is 114 minutes, so that is Body Double. And they are all the standard releases, and I picked up 3 limited editions. First up is a film starring Matthew Modine and Nicolas Cage. We actually talked about this on the stream about a week or 2 ago. A lot of people in the comment section were talking about it, and they said if it's in the sale, definitely pick it up. So it was, and I picked it up, and that is Nicolas Cage in Birdie. This was $5.99, so a little bit more expensive than the limited edition, but you do get a nice thick hefty booklet. It's quite a heavy package, but yeah, I'm very happy to have it in the collection. I think that's about 2 young guys who go to war and they come back as different people. One of them's physically not the same, one of them's mentally not the same, and I think it's up to Nicolas Cage to help the other guy try to get back to being himself. It's supposed to be quite a heartbreaking film, I think, but I'm intrigued to give it a watch. I've heard nothing but amazing things about it. Limited edition, loads of special features, big booklet as well, so that is Birdie. One that I've been wanting to get a last sale, but this went down to $5.99 and I thought picking it up straight away. Bernard Hill, directed by Richard Longcrane, and that's Bowman and True. How much can a man endure before he starts to fight back? It says on the Indicator website that if you like The Long Good Friday and Mona Lisa, this is a compliment, and I'm a big fan of those films, so I thought definitely picking this one up. This was $5.99, so a little bit more expensive than the normal editions, but normally these go for like 15 to 20 quid, so I'm glad to get this. From what I gather, it's like a bank heist or something with like London gangsters, so it should be a good time. Coming from the same studio, Handmade Films, like with Long Good Friday and Mona Lisa, and it shouldn't be no surprise that executive producer of the film was also a Beatle, George Harrison. You'll see there if it focuses. Yeah, it's always quite an interesting story about how George Harrison actually got in with Handmade Films. But yeah, looking forward to watching this one. This one's quite high up on the watch pile. And again, looking forward to watching it and looking forward to reading through the booklet. So yeah, that's Bowman and True. And the final pickup is quite a notorious one. We have mentioned it quite a few times on the live streams. I have seen this film before, and it's certainly a rough watch. They had it in on the indicator sale. Instead of being like 20 odd quid or 18 quid, it was $7.99. So I decided to pick it up. If you don't know what it is already, it is Scum. Yeah, this is a rough watch. I remember watching this years ago. Basically, this was put on BBC television back in the 70s. I think it was the 70s. And they couldn't air it, so they decided to make a movie of it. And make it even more traumatic. But yeah, if a film could ever want to put you on the straight and narrow, it's Scum. Starring Phil Daniels, Mick Ford, as well as Ray Winston. It's about a young lad who gets put into jail and his experience there. It's not a nice watch. It definitely is. It's very uncomfortable. And that greenhouse scene, oh, yeah. But it says in here, survival rules. It's definitely a tough watch, and it's not a film I'm definitely going to be watching straight away. But I'm glad to have it in the collection. It is a nice box set, and it wasn't too badly priced. You do get the film here, and you do get a booklet, and I'm pretty certain you do get a poster. And there is absolutely abundance of special features here. I'm surprised they still had this in stock. I know this has been made available for quite a long while, but my limited edition number is 7,698 out of 8,000, so it must be coming up to the end of the production run for Scum. So yeah, that's all my indicator pickups from the massive indicator sale. And that's all my pickups over the indicator sale. So quite a few titles there, and I'm looking forward to watching them all. Indicator, as always, have exemplary packaging. They always send out their films in care with bubble wrap and extra protection, so it's good to see. So anyway, that'll do it for today. Thank you ever so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. What do you think of all my pickups? Tell me in the comments section down below which ones I should watch first, which are your favourites, and which ones weren't you so keen on. And if you did indulge in the indicator sale, tell me in the comments section what you picked up and give me some more recommendations for the label, because it's a very good independent label. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye.